You've heard us speak of the balance of the universe. Anytime that you are able to identify that you want something, doesn't matter what it is, health, dollars, something specific like an automobile or a position of work, it doesn't matter what it is, a relationship. As you say, I want it, in the moment of your launching it or acknowledging it, you have launched simultaneously, for one cannot be without the other, the awareness of the probability of lack of this thing. For if it can exist, then the lack of it must also be able to exist. So every creation, every intention is twofold. You see what we are saying? And that is what we are calling the balance of the universe. Now, as you have launched it, and sometimes you launched them when you were very young, sometimes you launched it when you were very young and added to it later, sometimes it is something that you are just now identifying and launching. But from the point of your first acknowledging that you want it, from that moment, as you begin or continue to give your thought about it, you are adding to one side or the other of that equation. Most of you, through most of your experience, while you are wanting something, give far more attention to the lack of it than you do to the having of it. Do you see what we are saying? It is what we see. Some are so good at focusing upon the lack of it that they have a difficult time even acknowledging that they are focusing upon the lack of it, because that is something that is so much the pattern. The way you know the difference between whether you're focused upon what you want or the lack of what you are wanting is by the way it feels as you're thinking about it. And the speed with which it manifests in your experience has to do with that balance. If more of the time, or the predominant amount of the time, you are giving your attention to what you are wanting, not the lack of it, and therefore you are feeling very good about it, then it is coming to your experience more rapidly. Now, what we've noticed about so many is as they are aware that they are wanting, and they have identified, even as you say, set goals. You have identified that you are wanting a specific thing, and even perhaps you say you are wanting at a specific time. And so now you are aware that it is something that you are working toward. What very often happens in that decision that you wanted is that there is a keener acknowledgement now that it isn't existing currently in your experience. In other words, sometimes deciding that you want it is when you first become really aware that you don't have it. You see what we're saying? And so now your attention is upon the not having of it, even though you are wanting it. And that is what causes most things for most people not to come into their experience. Now, the way to eliminate that bugaboo is by acknowledging the positive aspects of what you are living. In other words, let us say that your goal is dollars. We know it is a different subject, but let us say that your goal is, I'm wanting more dollars, and all I have right here are 20 or 2,000, doesn't matter, whatever it is, it's not pleasing you, dollars. As you look at the dollars that you hold and you say, not enough, I want more, not enough, these dollars do not buy me enough, now you are focused upon lack of dollars, and you are preventing the more from coming. Where if you will look for the positive aspects of these dollars, you acknowledge these dollars. With this I can do this, with this I can do this, with this I can do this. So that you open the doors. By looking for positive aspects, doors are opening everywhere, and you have this free-flowing feeling. But as you are seeing negative aspects, doors are closing everywhere, and you have this trapped or frustrated feeling. You see what we are saying?